The computer industry went from PC to internet to cloud, mobile cloud to AI.
Most investors raise funds.
Masa is the only entrepreneur in the world that has partnered with the winner in every single generation.
Masayoshi Son raises war's chests. In 2016, he walked into a meeting that lasted 45 minutes and walked out with $45 billion.
In 1 hour, you convinced him to invest $45 billion.
No, it's not true.
Okay?
45 minutes, $45 billion.
Okay.
$1 billion per minute.
But this is the same man who once lost $70 billion of his personal wealth in 2 months, the biggest loss in human history at the time. So which is he? The greatest tech investor ever, or a gambler with a checkbook?
30 years from today, the computer will be 1 million times smarter than today.
To understand that, you have to start on a fishing boat. Masayoshi Son's grandparents were smuggled into Japan from Korea, with no money, no language, no status. Son grew up bullied, called an outsider, having rocks thrown at him in school. By middle school, he wrote a life plan. Start a company in his 20s, get rich in his 30s, deploy capital in his 40s, rule the future in his 50s. Then he flew to Tokyo to meet the man who brought McDonald's to Japan, Den Fujita, after being ignored on the phone. 15 minutes, one piece of advice. Go into computers, go to America. At 19, Son sold a handheld translation device to Sharp Corporation for $1.7 million. On the side, he imported Space Invaders machines and made another $1 million. But money wasn't the system. He had a system. Every day, 5 minutes, invent ideas. 250 ideas in 1 year. His real formula was simpler. Bet on the eyes, not the spreadsheet. In 2000, he met a former English teacher with no revenue and no business plan, Jack Ma. Son invested $20 million. That stake became $70+ billion, the greatest venture investment ever. For 3 days during the dot-com boom, Son was richer than Bill Gates. Then the crash hit. SoftBank fell 99%. His net worth went from $78 billion to $1.1 billion. Most people disappear after that. Son bought a telecom company with $20 billion of debt and secured exclusive rights to sell the iPhone in Japan. He doesn't recover, he leverages. Then comes the impossible bet. On a flight to meet Mohammed bin Salman, Son changed his pitch deck from $30 billion to $100 billion. Quote, life is too short to think small. 45 minutes later, Saudi Arabia committed $45 billion to what became the Vision Fund, the largest tech fund ever. His thesis, AI will be 10,000 times smarter than humans. The singularity is coming, and whoever owns the infrastructure owns the future.
What is it that you told people? What was the vision that you actually gave them?
One vision, which is singularity. Singularity is the concept that the computing power surpass mankind.
So he spent Uber, Didi, Grab, OYO, DoorDash, ByteDance, ARM. He called it capital as a weapon. If you have more money than everyone else, you don't compete, you outlast. But the strategy has a shadow. He put $16+ billion into WeWork after a meeting that lasted less than 30 minutes. No due diligence, no business model. WeWork went from $47 billion to bankruptcy. SoftBank lost over $14 billion. He funded rivals in the same industry, he inflated valuations, moved public markets as the NASDAQ whale, with billions in options. Vision Fund 1 returned about 1.4 times. Not terrible, not $100 billion fund legendary. And yet, he owns ARM Holdings, the architecture behind most of the world's chips. He backed Coupang, a multi-billion-dollar win. He was early in ByteDance. And he sold his Nvidia stake before the AIDS boom, a position that would be worth $150+ billion today. Genius and regret in the same portfolio. Now he's betting on AI data centers, robotics, autonomous infrastructure. Alongside Sam Altman and Larry Ellison, SoftBank announces Stargate.
We would immediately start deploying $100 billion with the goal of making $500 billion within the next 4 years.
A plan to invest up to $500 billion into AI infrastructure in the United States. And then there's NEOM. $500 billion futuristic city in Saudi Arabia, powered by AI robotics, biotech. This isn't venture capital anymore. It's infrastructure for the next era of humanity. Masayoshi Son doesn't think in quarters, he thinks in centuries. His question isn't, will this be profitable? It's, who owns the intelligence layer of humanity?
Number of robots 30 years from today, I believe would be about 10 billion robots.
So is he reckless? Yes.
When humans are so smart, humans are kind to dog and cat. Humans will adore, humans will be nice to your dog and cats.
Is he visionary? Also yes.
When AI becomes so smart, there's no reason for that super intelligence to be bad to human. They will be nice to us.
Because when you zoom out, his entire strategy is one line: lose billions, win trillions. And history only remembers the winners.